Today's Smile Drop is brought to you by Pure Energy Apothecary. Owner Dawn Lancaster and I are friends, and that matters because it's how I know how much care goes into what she makes. One of my favorites is her magnesium butter. It's nourishing and incredibly calming. I use it when my body feels tense, when my legs are restless, or when my mind just won't slow down. Magnesium supports muscle relaxation, better sleep, and nervous system balance. In this one, it absorbs beautifully without feeling greasy. So if you need an extra smile today, you can go to pureenergyvt.com where you can get 20% off with code PURESMILE. Hey there, I'm Heather Holt, and this is A Smile Drop from Change Happened, Then What? These are short reflections, little pauses in the day where we talk about life, change, and the moments that make us smile, even when things feel a little messy. No big interviews here, just a few honest thoughts shared heart to heart. And if you hear the occasional sigh, stretch, or collar jingle, that's just Waylon and Dalton supervising. Boys, quiet down. Okay, they're settled, I'm settled. Here we go. You know what I heard again this week? Birds. It started quietly, one or two maybe, and then suddenly my whole morning was filled with sound. Different calls, different rhythms, like they've all come back at once, just to remind us we made it through. Even though some of them never left, the ones who stayed through the cold, through the stillness, through the long, quiet winter, the ones like the finches, cardinals, the occasional bully, the blue jay, grosbeaks and nuthatches. And then there are the others, the ones who disappear and somehow find their way back again. My favorite, the robin. When you see your first robin in Vermont, you just know that the long winter is on its way out, and my lawn was littered with them this week. Every single year, I always wonder, how do they know when it's time? Because right now, I didn't think it was time. And then there are the geese. Yep, they came back too. Loud, confident, completely unbothered. They show up like they own the place. And let's be honest, they also leave a little something behind everywhere they go. Not all signs of spring are poetic. Some of them you step in. And then, one day, you look outside, and there it is. A nest. Like it appeared overnight. Tucked into the most inconvenient spot on your property. The one where every time you walk by it, you get yelled at like you're gonna rob their home. And have you ever really looked at one up close? Have you seen what they're actually made of? I have, and its contents amazed me. It was like you could see where they had been to gather to build their home. It wasn't just made out of sticks and twigs. There was baling twine from our yard, turkey feathers from our shed, bits of dog hair, most likely Dalton's, because his hair is long and everywhere. I even saw bits of my own long blonde hair in there. And I thought for a second, they're not just building a home, they're building it out of us, out of the things we leave behind, the things we don't even notice, pieces of our everyday lives woven into something that holds their whole life. And somehow, inside that tiny fragile space, life begins again. Little hatchlings wanting to be fed, learning how to become something more. It's quiet, but to them, it's everything. And I thought of those little hatchlings that are growing up in that little space. A tiny bird, being fed, learning, trusting, just this small, quiet moment of life unfolding. There's something about it. The way the little bird opens its mouth before it even understands the world. The way it just trusts that what it needs will come. Because sometimes seeing it makes you feel a little deeper. I've heard people say when you see cardinals, it means someone you love is near. We typically think of my grandparents. Others feel with hawks or eagles, like they carry something bigger than just wings. A message, presence, a reminder that they're still there. And whether you believe it or not, there's something about birds that makes you pause, that makes you look up, that makes you feel like maybe, just maybe, you're not as alone as you think you are. For me, it's the sound of them. The way the world slowly fills back up again, the way something quiet becomes alive, and the way, even without realizing it, we're a part of their story too. Pieces of us woven into something else's being. Because change doesn't always arrive loudly. Sometimes it sounds like birds in the morning. So I'm curious, what's your bird? The one that makes you stop? The one that means something to you? Or maybe just the one that drives you a little crazy? Either way, it showed up for a reason. And maybe somewhere in someone else's story, there are pieces of you helping them begin again. So next time you hear the birds singing their tune, I hope you'll smile a little too, and maybe even remember to watch out to not step in the goose poop. If this smile drop made your day 3% better, you're legally obligated, okay, not really, to visit changehappenpodcast.com. There you'll find more stories, bloggish brainwaves, and ways to support this joyful little circus I call a podcast. Leave a review, share it with a friend, or just whisper to your dog that you liked it. Honestly, I'll count that as a win. This episode was created, edited, and engineered by yours truly, Heather Holt, with minor supervision from my emotional support dogs, Waylon and Dalton. Until next time, keep it weird, keep it kind, and keep smiling.
In the morning light I greet the day with a heart full of hope, come what may. Through the highs and lows I'll find my way. In the rhythm of life I'll dance and sway. With every step I'll rise and shine. In this beautiful journey I'll make life mine.